digital is complex. So my advice to you would be to simplify digital down to one thing. Every time you think of digital, what is it, the one thing that you want to achieve? And then start with why. Always question why. Why are you doing things? Why are you doing social media? Why are you doing email marketing? Why are you using this data? Always ask that question, and then you are more likely to achieve success. So, single words. What single words can we use to describe digital? Well, for me, it's exciting, it's fast-paced, it's groundbreaking. So my first question is, what have been the biggest changes in the last 12 months, and how will these influence the next 12 months?
So I'm going to start with integration and pulling stuff together. And roll back 3 or 4 years ago, I saw lots and lots of our clients had very siloed pieces of data. So you might have your finance system, you might have your social media platform, you might have your email platform, and everything had its own pot of data. And then I saw people move to buying an all-in-one integrated, did everything but never really did anything. And now I see people who are, and technologies coming together to join all the dots. So you can still have your individual systems, but all the data and all the identities all get tied together within those individual systems.
Well, my answer is going to be social media based. That's where we live. And so people are spending more time on Facebook and Instagram, and that's becoming the Goliath of everything right now. They're already taking over Snapchat by totally obliterating their USP in terms of Facebook stories, Instagram stories. So that's been the biggest change in the last 12 months. Along with that, it's also Facebook's algorithms, how if you're putting out content that's maybe just a single status without photos, or even with photos, they're being seen a lot less than anything that any of your competition or anyone else is putting out with videos, which is effectively what we built our agency on in the beginning, was putting out video content onto Facebook, because the algorithms, people pick it up a lot more, and then it's how those videos react, short form, long form, and that's flipped. It used to be short form. People used to be uploading videos of 15 to 30 seconds. That'd be a lot more reactive, bump up a lot higher in news feeds. Now it's long form, which people are publishing. And again, it comes down to content, but then there's also the argument as well, like how long are people going to engage with that content for? How long is it relevant to them? And identifying that over the next 12 months is going to be the game changer.
I think we've seen a big increase in a focus on user experience, particularly from companies like Google, particularly with mobile. They're really focusing on the speed of websites, particularly on mobile, actually being able to find the information. And I just think that's been a massive change, whereas in the past companies weren't too bothered about it. Now it's vital that they need to be able to try and optimize the experience to get sales, to get leads through, and to actually rank on search engines and things like that. Now it's becoming an actual factor that search engines are considering.
So what we've found throughout each one of those is user first, not Google or anything like that, not the platform, but user first. So my second question is, what are the big innovations either currently underway, recently launched, or those that don't exist that you think will influence the future of digital?
So this is a really interesting question. Does anyone here hire at the moment? Like, who employs people? Just raise your hands, or show of hands. A lot of people, because there's a game-changing sort of innovation coming up through Facebook now. Everyone knows, obviously, in LinkedIn, you have your company profile, you advertise jobs through your profiles, things like that. Facebook are now trying to take on LinkedIn, whereby in the next few months they'll be rolling out onto the platform a system where you can post jobs or vacancies within your company online through Facebook, and then you can serve ads to everybody on Facebook who's got the same job title. It's going to put LinkedIn and Facebook against each other. So I think that's probably the fastest upcoming game-changing innovation at the moment.
One of the things I'm quite excited to see, and I think it has quite unique niche applications, is VR. Actually letting somebody stand in their factory, have a look around, see the quality control process going on, is going to be a lot more impactful than just being told it or just seeing a regular video. It's actually something that they can almost experience for themselves without having to actually leave and go to a factory off in the middle of nowhere. I think it's quite exciting and can have some really useful applications.
I would recommend you have your notepads ready, because this is the big advice question. So if there was one piece of advice that you could give a business in anticipation of the future of digital, what would it be?
Your data. Make sure that you're looking after it. Make sure you're using it wisely, capturing it, knowing what to do with it. Just don't let it sit in a big pile, and don't rush ahead and try and sell to it before it's ready. If you're sending out email campaigns, make sure you follow up on how they're actually performing, and try and actually build and analyze that data so we actually get some useful information from it. Don't just leave it in a pile off somewhere in the back.
My advice would be to start building your brand now as quick as you can, investing in content and creating it and showcasing what it is about your brand that will stand out to your audience and marketing it to them effectively in the quickest way and the best way possible. That would be my advice. Build the brand.
And I think I'd come right back to the very beginning, which says, just do one thing. Figure out one thing you want to do. It almost doesn't matter what it is, and then do it in experiment and do it in experiment, do it in experiment. Keep improving it. If it doesn't work, move on. If it does work, keep doing more of it. But make sure it ties into business results, right? Where's the money behind it? It's not about doing digital for the sake of doing digital. It's about going, has it make sales or has it retain clients?
What a brilliant set of answers. As you can see, in digital, there's no such thing as a quick fix or an easy answer. There's no, oh, we should do this. You know, we're often posed these questions, and I'm sure you all are, and the actual answer is a question back. And that's what I would add to this, is be asking the right questions. Track everything. Use analytics, use the data to find the answers that you want, because data will inform you as to where you should be advertising. I want to thank you all. Oliver, Dom, and Tim, thank you very much for your time. Thank you all for attending.